Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. YouTubers on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long goes 1975.
This is Gunfright on the Amstrad CPC, released by Ultimate Play the Game in 1985. If you watch this channel, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with who Ultimate Play the Game are. They were royalty on the micros back in the day, releasing such classics as Nightlaw, Alienates, Jetpack. I mean, all those are just absolutely fantastic games. Underworld, Saberwolf. The list just goes on and on and on. They were an amazing company until, well, at least they got bought by US Gold and then became not so good. And obviously, eventually, they became rare. Now, was it 1984? That would be when Nightlaw came out, at least on the ZX Spectrum. This was released on the Spectrum in 1985, then the Amstrad and the MSX in 1986, because all three machines share similar architecture, which is needed to do these isometric style types of games, because that's why it wasn't released on the Commodore 64. Just quoting what I've read, if you want to go nuts about it, go nuts about it. Don't care. But the Commodore 64's processor wasn't fast enough to do that. I mean, they've subsequently been ported from the Spectrum to the Commodore 64 via homebrew, but that's why they didn't come out back in the day. Now, the original game engines for the isometric ones for games like Alienate and Nightlaw, absolutely love and adore Nightlaw. I have a gameplay of that on the Spectrum and on the Commodore 64, because that was one of the homebrew ports that, you know, it got done. It was called Filmation, because at the time it was just way ahead of everything else. This uses the follow-up game engine that's called, well, Filmation 2, which allows images to be rendered without overlapping each other, and therefore you can have inside buildings and outside buildings. This is set in the Wild Wild West, in the town, fictional town, thanks for that, fictional town of Black Rock, where you take on the role of Sheriff Quick Draw, and what you have to do is track down and kill a gang of outlaws who are hiding out in the town. And also, right at the start of the game, it's got like this first-person shoot money bags with a crosshair, and obviously you gotta have 6 bullets and have to reload, and this gives you initial sums of money which can be used to purchase ammunition, and it's got a great sense of humour, which you'll see when I get to the horse. If I get to the horse. Now, this came hot on the heels of Nightshade, which was the first game to use the Filmation 2 game engine, which I have gameplays of on the Spectrum. Probably should replay that before I play this on the Amstrad, but don't even know if it's on this machine. One player game, turn and walk controls, so that's tank controls. We don't want tank controls, we want directional controls, and 3 is start game. But Nightshade is basically this, but you have to fight demonic creatures, underworld creatures and stuff like that, but it also has the inside and outside buildings. So they got slated for releasing this. Well, not slated, because like I said, Sinclair user loved it, but other magazines said it's just too similar to Nightshade, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. And when you got a game engine that is that good and that far ahead of everything else, go nuts. I say 3. Right, so it's a skill game that determines how much money you get. Quite a fan of that, you know. There are worse things you could do. Your fate is in your own hand. Obviously, it's a revolver. So, what did I do? You get 6 shots and it reloads. First outlaw on the left, Buffalo Bill. $150, reward dead or alive. So, I look like Saberman. Now, unlike the Spectrum version, it has some colour, limited colour. But you could argue it's better than the Spectrum version. Go in a building and the walls disappear. All the women in this game have the weird, creepy face like you. Far. And then you can see my bullets. I can shoot them, can't I? In my chambers in the bottom middle of the screen. Lives are the 2 hats underneath the wanted poster. It's just trial and error. Obviously, you can only find Buffalo Bill first. There aren't any of the other outlaws wandering around. It is impressive if you think about it. Who killed me? Because back in the day, we had inside and outside buildings. I don't know if I go as far as to say open world, but you know what I mean. I mean, this is on a 64K machine. Did I just go in there? Right, I got a sheriff badge. So don't touch anyone. Because, of course, I have nostalgia for this because I played it on the Spectrum. I think we pirated it. I don't think we paid for it. Well, we could afford to pay for it. It was an Ultimate Play the Game. Those were the big bucks. But like I said, Sinclair user said this was amazing. Why are you so psychotic? Them, not me. Right, saloon? It's weird, but when you play this in this viewpoint... Oh look, bullets, $5, horse, 50. It's diagonals. Don't, why are you... Non-bad guys, outlaws, whatever, innocent inhabitants of the village, town, whatever, why do they kill me? I'm on yours. In fact, I'm protecting you. Shite. I'm laying my life down for you bastards. Well, okay, that's interesting. It's balls horrifically hard. I want to say, can you get every one? But I don't think you can, because obviously the reload mechanic. You can do double shots where you get 2 bags at once if they're close to each other or overlapping. Now, back in the day as a kid, I think, that's cool, I could basically, if I was very lucky, kill Buffalo Bill. Right, that rock is stopping me. Because of course it is. So can you not go in the saloons? Did I... He's telling me, right, I believe he is, couldn't do it now, actually a Mexican. He's telling me where to go. It is writing on the building. No, buildings and shit. It is a detailed environment. And it is cool, and it does look the part. Is that my jail? Don't know. Don't think so, no. Store. Did I not have enough money to... So, how many bullets I have is completely and utterly determined by how much money I get at the start, and therefore you have to get a lot of it, or you don't even get a full revolver full of bullets. Yeah, you're not going to see much. There was a map published in one of the Spectrum magazines back in the day. That would be quite useful now, although I do believe that the Outlaws are kind of hit or miss where they show up. I don't know if I want to say fully that they are random, but who knows. I do like the way it does this, you know, inside and outside. I've just been in it, Char, haven't I? Bullets, $10. How do I select? Oh, space is far as well, because of course it's... No, I got more bullets. Right, so his... Hang on, what's the bounty's my bounty? I would have just called it money, mate. Just saying. But you could argue it's one and the same. Yeah. No. Self-defense. Self-defense. Have I just been in it? There's a lot of... I mean, it's a basic game from back in the day. 1985. There's a lot of wandering around and rinsing and repeating yourself and stuff like that. Now, obviously, like I said, this is somewhat coloured. Browns and yellows, I guess. On the Spectrum, this would have all been one colour. But look exactly the same, because this is basically a port of that, I believe. Where's the horse? And why am I wasting so many broads? Well, it's safer that way. Oh, look, we're cactus. Well, we are outside, I just realised that. So, if the guy wanders around... Was that someone different? Then won't they change? Like their position, if you know what I mean. And also, what's that beep? Is that to determine his location? I'm pretty sure I've just been in here. Yeah, there's my jail. What's in my jail? Nothing. Am I going to lock people away? I'm not. I remember there being more than... Oh, women in this town, but then there are women in Mexican. It's quite accurate to the west, apparently. Am I the only bloke in this town? I'm gonna clean up this town. Boo boo. No, I'm not, because I'm not going to be able to kill this guy. I can't even find him. This is a bit awkward because obviously. Oh no, the Washington wall goes away. Sorry, it's the Filmation 2 engine. There wasn't even an outside on the first engine. It was still well impressive for what it was, and then it set the kind of everyone else trying to do, you know, isometric games and stuff like that, which there were some good ones, such as Batman, 86's Batman. Oh yeah, look, on the micros, apart from the Commodore 64. There was supposed to be a Commodore 64 version. Hey, I can kill them with my horse version, but I think it just scrapped it. Probably because it was too difficult to do. Because, you know, not fast enough processor and stuff like that. I mentioned that in a video once before, and I'm just going on the facts there, you know, how these things are described. And someone butthurt Commodore 64, yeah, the horse is temporary, butthurt Commodore 64 owner got really fucking, well, butthurt, and said, actually, and left a biblical post on why the Commodore 64 was better than the ZX Spectrum in every way possible, and I was completely utterly wrong with the speed of the processor and stuff like that. And, yeah. Some people just never grew out of the playground wars, did they? Like, never. I mean, obviously, I love the Commodore 64. I play it. Can I take my horse inside? Yeah, because it's not a real horse. And I'm just, you know, do a little bit of research and shit like this and call shit out. And so, you know, got a problem with that and don't like the fact that, you know, these people said that. Take it up with them! Where the fuck? See, these guys pointing are utterly friggin' useless. And I'm going in circles. Wait. So he's to the left. I would have liked indefinite horse time. Sorry, up is left. And then left is actually up, depending on the way you face. But this is the same in all these sort of isometric games. I'm assuming that he's going to be outside, not inside. Buffalo Bill. And I'm assuming, is that beard, or has he just got no lower half of his face? Bummer. That's because crime doesn't pay, Bill. Oh, you got lucky, lady. Hey! What's that? What is that beep? Where's the burp this feather came from? And then you get used to this blistering speed and it takes your horse from you and it's like kind of like, yeah, now I've got to walk all slow and shit. So yeah, do you know what? I mean, again, think of its time, 1985. It wasn't looking for 1985, but its gameplay is literally what it is here, you're seeing. And also, you are useless, pointy arrow finger bloke guy things. Yeah, that's a phrase. Oh, there he is! What? I forgot you got to do that. It goes into first person mode. Completely forgot about that, which I should have realised it does do that because it sets you up for that at the start of the game when you're getting your money, shoot your money to, you know, to determine how much ammunition you can buy. But do I have to shoot him in the head or something? That was brutal. How the fuck did I beat that as a kid? Don't know, but I did. No one, never anyone else. Thought I shot the building there. Boop boop. That's got to be to do with something with its location. So right around, find the pointy guys. They're pointing at him, loosely being a very, you know, weak term, poor descriptive term if you will, for what they're doing. And then find the guy, go up to the guy. When you go up to the guy, trigger first person mode, and just get shot to fuck. Obviously there's a trick to it, by all means let me know what the trick is. I'm pretty sure you shoot in the head, or maybe I was missing with every one of my shots. To be fair, it was quite a surprise when that scene came up. I wasn't ready for it. I was scared, hold me. I was hold, scare me. Okay. Oh, bollocks. I might have to, I don't know if it's on the Super Console X, but Nightshade. More of the same, just kind of medieval and shit with a supernatural thing going on. And then, was that it for the isometric games? Because Pentagram is obviously when US Gold bought the company, and it's just not up to the bloody standard of the actual Ultimate Play the Game, you know, games that they put out. Even though it was still under their logo, or their banner, Software House, but it was owned by US Gold. And obviously that bastion of fucking quality US Gold, cough, sarcasm, yeah, you knew it was never going to match this shit. But I think the main reason they bought the company was they could just bang out all their hits like this on their budget label, Kicks. which was a $2.99 budget label. But yeah, I mean, there's a certain charm to it. It is what it is. It's a very old game. It's not aged greatly, but from a technical, you know, perspective, standpoint, if you will, this is something else, and completely on a different level to some of the other games at the time. I'm just wasting all the broads. I think they're all in collusion with Bill. What is that beeping noise? I'm looking around the bottom of the screen and I can't see anything that could be that. Yeah, death. Can I shoot him? Yeah, but does that mean I can't then find the bad guy? Do I have to shoot him in the back? Well, I did shoot him in the back, didn't I, last time? And again, I don't think he can go inside. Or, where's the bird this feather came from? Go on. Where are they? No, that's just a rock, Dave. It's not a pointing person. Is it hitting stuff? Is that what the bullet's doing? It's hitting shit. Oh well. You got to see Buffalo Bill. I hope it was as exciting for you as it was for me. But yeah, Gunfright on the Amstrad CPC. So I'm assuming it's running the same speed as the Spectrum, because obviously similar architecture means, hey, he's back. It could. Unlike the Commodore 64, that just couldn't do it. But it looks better because the colour does make a difference. It's not the greatest choice of colours. Oh yeah, cactus kill you, because of course they do. But it's colours. So yeah, Gunfright on the Amstrad CPC. If you had this back in the day on the Spectrum, Commodore, sorry, not the Commodore, as we previously discussed, Spectrum, Amstrad or MSX, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.